Hello everybody, I am Red King, and welcome to Space Engineers. So this is one of my favorite games out there. This is literally one of the most creative games I've been able to play. It's on Steam Early Access right now. I'll put a link in the description for it. But this is a really cool game because they actually update it weekly. And I figured this was the best time to give it, to put it out there, because they did an update today. And today's update is wheels and wheel control and a few other things too that I'm going to show you. So right here you can see wheels actually look like wheels. So these look like tires. They have a nice suspension and everything like that. It's built pretty nicely. But we're going to jump in here, which I'm going to push T to jump into the actual cockpit. Now, once I'm in the cockpit, as you can see, I can't... This is me hitting WASD. I can't do anything. I can't move. But let's go to the actual control panel. And as you can see, it gives me all the list of stuff here. So Cockpit 1 actually tells me what's going on. This says control wheels. Now, this is new. I have no thrusters on this thing at all, so I have to use the wheels. And let's see. So I move the front and the back. Well, I move the front ones right there. And these ones right here, as you can see, have no steering. So let's look. As you can see now, there's steering. Everything moves, everything functions properly, more or less properly, because it's still a work in progress, but they do have this out there now, which is really cool. So you can have four-wheel drive, you can have rear-wheel drive, and front-wheel drive. I personally prefer... Oh, that's the side. Oh, that's not going to help me. Like any car, I prefer front-wheel drive. But this is really cool. This is actually, let's see how this goes. Because I made this little course to see how these wheels would work, especially with artificial masses inside of this thing to keep it grounded, and it actually functions really well, as you can see, like, as long as it has enough space to do it. And there we go. Wow, look, I did it. I did it on the first try. Yes. All right. As you can see, like, the wheels and everything like that actually function. Everything works out really well. It's really cool that they actually look like they have suspension too. As you can see, I'm moving up and down on the mouse, and it actually bounces up and down to go with it, but I can't turn left and right. If you push P, it actually locks it in place. So now I can turn it, but I can't go forward and back. I can't move, so I'm never going to lose it. It's not going to drift off and roll away on me, which is really nice, because I actually want to make like a kart racing rink out of this. It's just going to take me some time, and I hope I can put that up on the Steam Workshop sometime for you guys. But, I mean, this is kind of the start, the bare bones of it. Hopefully I'll get something really cool going on in the next couple days. But, moving on to the next one, I'm actually going to turn my HUD on here. So another big update they put on here is the Show HUD feature. So I'm going to jump in here. And as you can see, there's so many things on the HUD. But you can see something right there. It says, Small Reactor. Now, if we go into this menu right here, this is control slashers, you can scroll down and you see where it says Small Reactor 4. Which is fine and dandy, and normally I wouldn't know what that is. It's incomplete. It kind of screws up my my power supply and everything like that, which kind of makes it frustrating. But if I go to that and I do Show HUD, it now tells me where the problem is. So instead of me having to figure out where the hell this is and why it's not working, where it is, I now only have to attach an antenna. And this right here will tell me which block it is, and it gives me the location and the direct access to it. Well, access is kind of a strong word, because I'd have to find it, but it works fantastic on little ships and big ships over there. So as you can see, there's big red and there's blue over there. Like, if anything went wrong in those ships, and I saw an incomplete thing, it would be awful normally, because then I'd have to go through the entire ship trying to find this incomplete piece, but now they have this set up. So instead of doing that, I can set it up, turn on my HUD, and I can go find it. Which definitely improves shipbuilding, especially in survival when things aren't always complete. Sometimes you're in a bit of a rush and you have to finish it, but other than that, it's phenomenal that they included that into this, which makes my life, and everyone who's part of this game, lives so much easier. So now I'm going to go off and I'm going to show you a couple other ones. A couple other new features in all of this. While I'm still in this game, I will show you. So in this one, as you can see, there's this nice large cargo container. There are plenty of things that are empty in here, like these grinders. This cargo container is actually empty. This grinder is empty. Collector, collector, collector. I mean, look at all this stuff that's empty. This is kind of annoying. I really just want to get to my steel plates, but I have to scroll through all of this in order to find it, and maybe I have like 10 or 6 empty cargo containers just hogging up space. But now they've included this feature called Hide Empty, which obviously hides the empty boxes. So this doesn't hide it because the refinery is usually always in work, but this actually helps with everything else. So as you can see, the refinery has this inside of it. I now have this in small cargo container, this in a large cargo container, you can see the reactors and everything like that, the Gatling gun. It works fantastic. It lets you see things specifically. So if I wanted to I also have a search bar now. So if I wanted to find cargo, it'll show me just the cargo containers now. So I can see where it's got the machine gun ammo there, the missiles and everything like that hiding inside of here. So now I can narrow it down. Or if I want to find reactor, I don't need to spell it all out, of course. It's like a normal search bar. It'll show me just the reactors, so then I can pull supplies, put uranium in it, do whatever I need to, so that I can be more efficient at this. So that's actually, there's another update, that's actually, it actually includes when you create a world. So before, when we would make a world, so let's go ahead and make a world, you would do, so let's say we're doing survival, friends, da-da-da. We're going to go to advanced, because this is going to give you all the advanced options. Let's do this, update test. So this is going to update everything like that. And as you can see, you have inventory size. They actually took the times, okay, well, it's actually realistic, times 3, times 10. So that's pretty cool. We're just all going to bump it up here. But now they have welding speed and grinding speed. So this is decreased welding speed by 50%, 2 times faster, and 5 times faster. Now this is actually pretty useful, especially if you're trying to do survival where things are so difficult, it takes you forever to build ships, and you truly just want to move it along. And it's really cool that they allowed you to do this, because now grinding speeds can be pulled up. People who are watching these Let's Plays actually get to enjoy all of this. It's going to be much faster for everyone, and it's really cool that they had made this. So let's go, you know, like, and this is the world, like, it's going to update and everything like that. The other thing they included in this update is actually grinding down enemy factions blocks. So every block has an ownership idea, and if your faction and the other faction is hostile towards each other, they will indeed. There is ways to grind down everything using your grinder right here, but it does take longer to grind down an enemy's block. So instead of if someone tries to be like a single pirate out there trying to be the pirate lord and do all this stuff, it's not going to work. It's really not going to work, because you need multiple people in order to be able to grind down all of this stuff. And as you can see, the grinding and the welding speed's phenomenally faster. It's fantastic. But overall, this is a great update. I'm happy they included it. They always seem to include stuff that I'm not even thinking about, and they just bring it up, and it's great that they do, because it just makes it so much more fun to be able to hop into this game and see something new every time. But thank you guys for joining me on this one. Please like if you want to see more of this. I'd really like to put more of this up. I probably will no matter what, because I love this game. But give me some ideas. Tell me what you want to see. I'll try to build whatever I can. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. Remember who you are and what you are. Don't go cause any trouble out in that world. And always remember, bring a towel. Bye, guys!